It's a sad day, America. We're just gonna listen to some of this Katelyn Nicole Davis live stream video. Just see what she's saying. I'm just gonna skip through some parts.
I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of having to take fucking medications. And everyone thinks there's something wrong with me. Even I know for a fact there's something wrong with me. What's wrong is I survived. I fucking survived. I don't know why I kind of just died in that damn hospital bed. It would have been so much more easier than having to deal with this.
Excuse the language.
It would have been so much easier than having to deal with it. No one understands. Don't ever understand. I try to be happy in front of my boyfriend, just so that he's okay. And I try to tell him how I felt, and I don't want him worrying. I don't want him to be upset, really. I don't want him being disappointed in me like everybody else is. You can't do this anymore. And I know you probably aren't listening, but if you are, you can't do this anymore. I just can't do this fucked up life anymore. It's too much for me.
I'm skipping through some of it. She does a lot. She's crying, but she's basically giving her reasons why.
I just can't do it.
Okay. Okay. So
I'm a fucking failure.
she says she's a failure.
No one cares.
That's not true. It's the people around you don't.
I need everyone out. No one will ever love me. Everyone's done killing me.
Okay, so like I said, this isn't the video where she kills herself. There's a video on YouTube where she live streams. And just a few things she's pointed out. One of the last thing was no one loves her and no one cares. So she's also talks about how she is on medicine because people think something's wrong with her when they're not. And I'm going to start right there with the medicine. Okay, so let's look at ADHD. Let's just start there with ADHD. ADHD, attention deficit disorder, all of a sudden everybody's on ADHD. Everybody's ADHD and they need Ritalin. All of a sudden your kid is ADHD because your kid can't calm down or kid can't pay attention. I'm just like, that's what kids do. Not every kid can sit in the classroom and listen to what some grown up is telling them. Some kids need to be in a situation where they can be free to move constantly and learn. I am one of those people who cannot sit and read a book all day. I can't do it. My mind just goes everywhere. I've been like this since I was a kid. And if I was a kid today, I would be taking Ritalin. They would be giving Ritalin. This is a problem because I turned out okay. I'm not the smartest pencil in the doggone, pack, but nonetheless, I'm okay. I can comprehend just as well as anybody else. I'm not great at math or anything, but the point is, we're shoving these medicines down our children's throats instead of figuring out alternative ways. And these medicines have repercussions. And sometimes the repercussion is depression. And this young lady was depressed. You can just hear everything she's talking about. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. I can't live this life anymore. I act like I'm happy, but I'm not. That is screaming depression. And there have been plenty of people who have taken their lives because of depression itself. Look, depression doesn't have a mark. It doesn't have a stamp. It's not like you run around with a black eye from depression. Depression is pretty much it's invisible. A lot of times you don't know because people fake the funk. People put on a mask until one day they just do what this young lady does, and she's like, I can't live this life anymore. It's exactly what she thought. She actually was like, the mistake was I shouldn't have been born. I don't know this young lady. I don't pretend to know this young lady, but I do know what depression looks like because I've been through it. I've been fired from jobs. I've had people who I thought loved me leave me. I've been by myself to the point where I would call people and they didn't want to talk to me anymore. And eventually, I had to. Eventually, what happened was I had a mental breakdown. And I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't nothing. And listen, if it wasn't for the grace of God, I could have been in the same shoes this lady was in. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. You think I didn't think those things? That's what depression does. And then when you go so far, you're thinking, what is the point of living this life? This is what happened to her. Now, I don't know all the details. I don't even try to know. I'm not even trying to figure out all the details. I don't have the video when she killed herself. But I speak a lot about suicide because I've had a family member kill themselves. Firsthand, I know what it's like, to have somebody in your family kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no joke, people. It's no joke. Now, the thing about depression is sometimes the symptoms are very clear. Very clear. Sometimes you can only fake, but so much. Sometimes the symptoms are right there. Now, some people may not want you to give a damn about them because they're just like, you're faking anyway. You're fake and don't be around me. And some people may not want that. There's not much you can do then except, maybe have people watch them. Keep an eye on them because they may hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? There is hotlines that you can call. There are all kind of operations out there for people who are so depressed they think they might take their lives. If you're a veteran, there's a veterans hotline that you can call. You can call the police and things, but medication is not always the way out. A lot of times it's just somebody being there. Get some exercise, boost the serotonin levels, you know, uh, eating certain foods, make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, a change of atmosphere. Remove that person. Prayer. Because a lot of times it's spiritual. Remove that person from the atmosphere that they're in. There's just so many things that can happen to benefit. I mean, that's what I did. I left an environment that was bad for me. I no longer live there. I live in a place, I'm happy where I'm at now. And you know what? I don't have a lot of friends. I don't care. I don't have, I can't name 5 people who call me. I can't. I maybe have one person call me, and that's about it. I can't. And this video is not about me, but the point is, I've been through this. And I'm always sorry to see this. This is just my PSA, man. Look, depression doesn't stand on a mountain and shout, I'm depressed. But depression can't hide its face all the time. And if you got somebody in your family who you think might be going through this, or a coworker, or anything like this, you can react to that. You can react in a very passive aggressive way. You ain't got to be like, oh, you depressed, you about to kill you. Nah, you can just simply, you know what, you can take them out to lunch, take them to a place where you know there's happy food. You can do that because food will start to change their, on a chemical level, food helps. You can just give them a hug, bring it in. What you got? You can take them out to a movie and go see a comedy movie and let them laugh it up. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just take them out. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. You might not like this, but you could take them to like an old folks home because they don't get a lot of visitors, and take them there and just go and just spend some time with some elderly people, and show those people some love. Bring them some flowers. You guys could, do a whole thing like that. Add some purpose into their life. And if they don't want to do any of those things, pray for them. It doesn't have to be tangible. Just, okay, bro, I understand. Some people got a hard outer, shell, harder exterior. Okay, I get it. I'm going to back off. But I'm going to pray for you, though, and like really pray for them. Like, yo, you have my number. You need me, call me. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me on the internet. Facebook, live stream, whatever you want to do. Call your boy. If this is not the face you want to see, well, we have some other phone numbers that you could call. You might want to talk to a woman. It might be a woman who's depressed who doesn't feel like talking to a man because she might not think he's going to understand. And that's true. And on some levels, we just not going to get it. Not unless you can be like, oh, you need to talk to a woman. Talk to my sister. Here you go. Here's her number. You know what I'm saying? She done been through some things and she bounced back. She's doing good now. She'll understand what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the wife. Or, I don't have a wife, but I'm just saying. You could talk to the pastor's wife. That's what the pastor's wife is for. You know what I'm saying? Talk to somebody who is in that lane, who knows that vein of issues. And then they'll stop feeling like nobody loves them and nobody cares. This young lady was only 12 years old and she's gone. 12 years old, you just now starting to live. You haven't even figured out what life is all about yet. There's so much out there that you could do. Shoot, 12 years old, she should have been kicking it somewhere. But who knows what was going on in the household? I don't know. All as I know is if you're listening to my voice, you're still here. And if you're not depressed, somebody around you can be depressed. Your coworker, your somebody in your family, somebody in your extended family, somebody who you barely know. They could be on the fence, right on the ledge, right, like ready to go. And you could be that person that just God sends to just, you know what? Nah, we not doing that. We got work to do here. We not doing that right there. Nah, here's a bag full of goodies. Here you go. Come on, we got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. You come hang out with me and we can go do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's your boy Tone 202, man. Suicide is real. It's a real thing. And we have to be the anti-suicide squad. That's who we have to be. It's your boy Tone. I'm out.